Oh, America! Are you serious? It is showtime, baby! Here we go! Ram, jam, slam, bam! It's awesome, baby!
Hi, and welcome to We've Got Issues on today, October 27, 2003. I'm your host, Dion Clark, cutting up here with George Croom on my left. Welcome to the show, man.
What's going on?
What's going on, George? And Miss Alexis Watts. How are you?
I'll get a handshake.
Yeah, she get a handshake, Alexis. How are you doing? Okay. Today, we've got issues as usual. Nothing in particular today. It's homecoming weekend, so everybody's real laid back. Hope you enjoyed the game Saturday. Congratulations to the Rams in their blowout. We needed that victory. Of course, we need all of them. Yeah. But you really look good out there Saturday. And we'd like to appreciate the talent that showed up for the show. Joe Thomas, R&B artist Joe, who showed up, drove all the ladies wild. I think that's the most excitement we've had at the game. It was sheer pandemonium. Anyway, let's get with today's issues. We want to talk about what happened during the week, last week, and what's going to go on during the course of this week. So, Alexis, you were talking you want to talk about the events that occurred at the Gym Jam.
Yes, I went, and I was very disappointed that it had to end up like that. I mean, I think it was the reason because it was some guys in there from A&T, and there were also locals there, and I don't think they should have been invited, per se, because a lot of things happen. You know, you play certain music, people already... I'm assuming some people maybe drank before they came, and alcohol does something to people. So, you know, a fight broke out.
So you're saying the fight broke out just because of the locals and the A&T
Yeah,
students?
because, like, all during the, like, dance or whatever, you had the A&T people shouting out Aggie Pride.
So you think their pride and their excitement caused the
Yeah,
conflict?
it provoked. I mean, of course, you got people from Winston-Salem State, and then Aggie Pride won. It was A&T's homecoming this week, so they really shouldn't have been there. You know, enjoy your festivities. You know, that's how I feel about it.
So you weren't among the carloads of people migrating to Greensboro to A&T's homecoming festivities?
No, that was not important to me this weekend. That wasn't on my agenda.
So it was something that you did participate in this weekend that you talked about that you'd like to discuss on the show. And what was that
Yes,
exactly?
I went to D.C. I went to the anti-war rally. You know, saw Al Sharpton and a lot of other people, speakers, you know, protesting the war.
Mm-hmm. So what exactly occurred up there? What exactly did you do?
Just marched, went to like rallies, you know, heard different people speak. It was very enlightening. It was about 200,000 people there. So.
Wow. So George Croom, what can you tell us about, you know, the events that are going on or that have been going on here on campus in Winston-Salem State?
As far as the Gym Jam, I think it's ridiculous no matter who showed up to the party, and whether it was A&T, whether it was locals, whether it was Winston-Salem State University students, you always have to carry yourself with a certain level of tact and class when you go anywhere. I don't care who's yelling out Aggie what, Ram what, I don't care. You need to carry yourself with a certain level of class when you go somewhere, and a fight was not the way for that to end up.
Exactly, I agree, but those things provoked it also. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, I agree with you. I'm just saying that.
What are you saying exactly, Alexis? It seems like Alexis has met her match on this episode.
When you go and you like say certain things and do certain things, one, it's the beginning jump off of our homecoming. Of course, you know, during that time, a lot of people have so-called pride for their school, so they're not going to let just anybody come up in there and say anything.
But what difference would that make when being that A&T and Winston-Salem State are in two different conferences?
Come on, guys, don't act like that. Do not act like you don't know when you go somewhere and somebody's like, "Hey, you probably."
But we're not little kids anymore where you sit in the back of the car and say, "He's breathing on me."
Well,
I mean, you can handle yourself without fighting.
George,
and that's
was I involved in that?
Well, you weren't involved in it. I'm just
saying. You're saying the reason
seem like you're defending me
like that.
I know the fact because I was there and people were behind me, and it was like I know that's why I jumped off. I know that was the reason.
See, there are several different stories going around about exactly what caused that conflict in the gym. Some people were saying it was between locals and football players. So who knows exactly what caused the gym jam? It could have been Aggie Pride and Ram Pride,
and
you know.
the locals.
And the
Just
locals.
say it happened. Somebody got hurt.
Everybody blames things on the locals. I'm from Winston. Don't get me wrong. And I know sometimes our people can get off the hook sometimes, they don't know how to act when they go anywhere.
Okay.
Because sometimes they don't believe I'm a local because, But, so is it fair to place blame on a certain group of people?
I'm not blaming anyone. I'm just saying that the incident happened and somebody got hurt. That's all.
And somebody got hurt.
Somebody got hurt.
What do you think, George? You think we should let her off the hook?
I mean, she wasn't involved in it.
Exactly. Thank you.
It just seemed as though I don't know. I guess I heard from her. This is the reason that it happened. All I was saying, I wasn't coming at her for saying that.
Right.
I'm just saying there's a certain level of respect you have to carry yourself
but
with when
you know
you go
everybody's
somewhere.
not on that level.
Well, then they have a problem.
Okay.
The problem's not whose pride you hold. It's the pride that you don't have for yourself.
Exactly.
So
Thank
everybody should learn how to carry themselves in an
Good
orderly
lesson.
fashion. George is passing knowledge of you on the show today. I'm the host, George.
Oh,
I'm the
excuse
host.
me.
But it's okay though.
Next time I'll say it in your ear, you
I
can say it to
appreciate
the
it. Yeah,
people.
I'll say it to everybody.
Okay,
I
there we
appreciate it though. I'm just messing. So how do you feel with that going on? How do you think the concert this weekend is going to happen? With we'll talk about this when we come back, of course. But do you think it would be a good idea to have the talent that we're having in this concert being as rowdy and as off the hook as they are and they claim to be? Do you think it'll work out? Do you think we have the same problem this weekend with the Gym Jam? So when we come back, we're going to talk about that. Stay tuned. We've got issues. Dion Clark, George Croom. Let's just watch. We'll be right back after this break.
Irrelevant where you live or how many people live in your community. It's America. America's the target, not just New York. It's everywhere. And we all have to pitch in. It's time to get serious about preparation. The threat is very real. We know that. And there are some positive things that you can do to better prepare yourself and your family to deal with these problems. Learn to protect yourself at ready.gov or call for a free brochure.
Now batting, Brett Butler.
Butler? He's a dinosaur. They should rename this place Jurassic Park in his honor.
Dinosaur, huh? Did you know that Shunosaurus and Ankylosaurus dinosaurs were capable of delivering crushing blows with their bony tail clubs?
If education is important to you, talk to your child's school about raising academic standards. Call 1-800-38-BE-SMART for a free booklet and be a big league parent.
Even my third grader knows that.
Smart kid.
Read that for me.
All right.
What hat?
What?
What hat?
What?
What?
Forget.
What has
Forget. Read that. Read right here. They, can you? Oh, God. Can you read this?
Ram TV 19.
Ram TV 19. Ram TV 19. It's here.
It's yours.
Ram TV. It's what's happening. Ram.
Ram TV 19.
But you know, it's all good.
Hey, you know.
Can you like back it up some?
Ram TV 19.
See the rim? Are you serious?
Ram TV 19.
All up in it.
Hey, he's trying to set me up over here on purpose. Nice try, George. We're back. And I think we're back.
And we are back.
Welcome back to We've Got Issues. Our topic before we left, if you were watching before the break, was do you think the Gym Jam, activities at the Gym Jam is going to affect the concert this weekend? Somebody go with this.
Go ahead, George.
I think the events of the concert themselves are going to affect the concert. I don't think the Gym Jam is going to have anything to do with what goes on.
Okay, I said that wrong. Do you think what happened at the Gym Jam would
happen at the
concert?
3,500 people stuffed in a hot little gym with people that don't have sense, that don't know how to go places and act like mama taught them something when they were younger.
They don't have home training.
They don't have pride in themselves.
Grandma used to tell me.
But she seems a little angry about the pride issue.
I'm not angry. I'm just,
did you want to throw a few punches the other
I'm
day?
just taking your words.
Oh, okay.
You know.
But no, I mean, 3,500 people stuffed in that little gym. I just can't foresee anything not happening. I'm hoping it doesn't. I'm hoping it goes smoothly. Me personally, I'm going to the alumni concert with people that know how to act.
Turn people off from going to the concert. Now, what if you get to the concert?
Oh, it is not going to turn anybody off.
With the Delphonics and Lakeside, and They start throwing bottles.
Won't be none of that.
It's
But
not
see,
gonna
what
be none
if,
of that.
though?
Won't be.
You know,
That's a what if that we
what
don't
if-
even need to ask.
What if one of the groups get up there and get mad at the other group? You
Won't
took my
be.
dressing room. You got my dentures.
No.
Come on now.
Won't be.
No.
One of the members show up
We'll
drunk.
all be dancing in
See,
the
let me
aisle.
explain this to you. See, the Delphonics in Lakeside, see, we was birthed on that music.
I understand that.
See, we were birthed on that
My
music.
nickname is Have You Seen Her?
See, but the thing is, see, we got people that's coming in that weren't birthed on that music. They were birthed
And they
on
don't
all
know
that
anything
craziness.
about that. So they go into
So they
the
come
gym
out
jam.
crazy. See, it's a bunch of Gym Jam babies walking around here
Right.
instead of a bunch of alumni concert babies walking around here. That's the
Right.
problem.
So it was a difference in maturity.
Yes, there is.
So you two are going to the alumni
Yes,
concert.
I will be there.
So what makes you go to that concert instead of going to see T.I., Yin Yang, and all that rip rap?
I'm more of an R&B person. I really don't like rap like that, so I don't like that. So I want to go to an alumni concert this year.
What about you?
I figured I want to go to the alumni concert because I appreciate good music, and that's good music to me. So
it's good music. What is good music?
Delphonics, Lakeside, the Stylistics, the Shot Lights that were here last year. You
Earth,
know,
Wind,
the
and Fire,
OJs.
Earth, Wind, and Fire,
Commodores,
OJ,
you know,
yeah, you know.
Commodores.
Oh.
Okay.
Lionel
Marvin
Richie,
Gaye.
you know,
Patti
yes.
LaBelle.
Yeah. Patti LaBelle. Y'all taking it back, man. Taking it back. Anyway.
Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. You know what I'm saying? I mean, brother,
What's
let's
his name?
let's talk about
it. God, well, never mind. I can't remember his name right now. Curtis Mayfield.
There we go, Curtis
Yeah.
Mayfield. See,
Isaac Hayes.
See, I still listen
Yeah,
to
his
vinyl
20-minute
records. So,
song.
see, I'm not the normal 20-year-old cat walking around. I still listen to old vinyl records.
And there's nothing wrong with that, you know.
It certainly
Because see,
ain't.
that's where music from today comes from.
Yeah.
So you have a good time at the concert. Me personally,
Yeah.
I'm spending the rest of the week celebrating my birthday,
Oh,
so
are
I'm not really
you?
going to be participating in any of the homecoming festivities. You know, I'm going to just sit back and get old. I'll probably...
I'm not touching that one. I'm not going to touch
Anyway, I got the gray hair to prove it. But no,
I got one myself.
You got one. I have a patch.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, you know.
I got about 12. They say you're not supposed to count them, so I probably got about 13 more coming after the show.
Just
So-
don't pull them. That's what they tell me.
Oh, nah, I don't pull them.
She over there like she just don't understand our struggle over here.
No, I surely don't.
Oh, excuse me.
Surely
We're
don't.
men, so, you know, it's different. You know,
Why
women,
is it?
y'all get to age gracefully.
Yes, I'm gonna age really.
Oh, I'm gonna age gracefully, brother.
But men, you know, after a certain age, you know, well, actually, I'm still in the prime, so, you know.
Watch out,
We're
lady.
born with a prime in my family. Born with a prime. Anyway, so what's the next issue with you guys? How do you think traffic on campus is gonna be during the homecoming?
Parking is gonna be a mess.
I'm not gonna drive to campus anymore. I can't
No,
afford any more
I
tickets.
might catch a bus to the campus this weekend. I don't
Man, that's
know.
a dollar. That's in my pocket.
You know, because parking is going to be horrible. I think a lot of the alumni are going to be mad because, you know, we don't have
Facilities.
the plots out.
Okay.
You know, that, and after the game, all of the alumni like to come and sit on the plots and be proud of what they are, you know, and where they're going to sit on signs like
So
cardboard
everybody should
signs.
just wear their colors and just find a specific spot
Yeah,
on
that's what's
campus and
gonna
stand there. You know, red over here, blue over here, pink over there.
We could all crowd around our freshly erected clock tower.
Oh, yeah, did you see it?
That kind of flew up in a day and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was only like 30 seconds shorter of time than it took to build the comments.
It is funny how one day, you know, there's nothing there, and then you come back that afternoon, and there's this big concrete slab.
Like it's
standing
just
in the
been
middle
there
of
like the whole time.
Yeah, I think they did that on purpose to make it seem like they have been doing work, and they really haven't.
So you think the construction on campus is just redundant? It's just,
It's stupid.
ridiculous.
Why do we need a clock tower?
I don't know. Maybe,
Well, you know what my professor said actually the other day. I was in civil rights class, and he said that in the slavery days, the bell towers was a
The
symbolism
slaves.
for the slaves to come out the field.
yeah. I heard somebody refer to that as well.
Yeah.
During the plans of construction, that it was an insult to our race because
Mm-hmm.
see, that's a symbolism for, like Alexia said, for slavery.
Come out the fields.
And we gotta go to a break
Well,
right
that
now.
part of it doesn't bother me. We'll talk about that on
We'll
the
talk
other
about
side.
that on the other side of this break. We'll be right back. We've got issues.
The male emperor penguin of Antarctica balances his unborn offspring on his feet for weeks in sub-zero temperatures. Then, after it hatches, he provides shelter for the chick in a fold of skin and feathers. If the father is unwilling or unable to do this, the chick will not survive. Just a reminder how important it is for fathers to spend time with their children.
My son Daku was riding a motorcycle when he was struck by a car. I had spoken to him previously about donating his organs, and it made it so much easier for me to make the decision. I knew that this is something that he wanted. I didn't have to feel guilty about making the decision, doing something that he may not have wanted. Every day I tell people, talk it over. You must let people know what you want.
Welcome to Our Block. It's Sam Harley like the Davis. My boy here, GC. He's going through a little something right now. But it's all good. It is today.
This is Our Block.
Ram TV 19. Watch it. Love it. Bud. Everything is everything for sure.
Okay, I will be right here. Ram TV. Just watch it.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Today we are.
That's it? Okay. I'm finished.
Welcome back to We've Got Issues. It's Dion and George. You had a comment about the clock before we left.
Right, the clock tower issue with it being the whole slavery thing and symbolizing people going to. I think people take the whole racial thing just a little bit too far. It seems like every once in a while people start tapping into everything and everything becomes, oh, they're offending my people.
Everything.
Give it a rest. That's how I say it. It's just a clock tower. There's millions of clock towers on millions of campuses around the world. Give it a rest.
Yeah, what I'm saying is like
it's a clock.
Yeah.
Just take it for face value. I mean, they're reading a little bit too much into it. I don't think somebody sat down and planned and said, let's erect a clock so we can call all the black children to go to class.
That was just a little known fact. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that is the reason, and you can't throw race out of everything.
I just think race is thrown at a lot of things that race doesn't need to be thrown at. I think people read a little bit too deep. I think the education that people receive on racism and race itself has made them think further than what they're supposed to think on a lot of issues.
So you're saying that people get a topic about racism and then they take it as a choice within themselves to take it as far as they want to run along.
I think the more that people learn about race and what different things mean that meant way back then and all that, I think the more they learn, the more they try to turn those things that they've learned into the daily situations that they're going through. It's really not that serious.
It's a lot of
They just want a clock tower up, and I like the idea of having a clock tower.
I think it makes the campus look more attractive.
It's going to look more attractive. The plots are going to be right back out there. We're gonna have a walkway going through campus. There's a clock tower in the middle of it. Give it a rest. It's just a clock. It's a clock sitting on some cinder blocks.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a little more than cinder blocks, but yeah,
the same basic issue. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we hear you. Go ahead, Alexia.
On cement.
Trying to get
To
something
each
in
his
there.
own. I can't say anything. That's his opinion. I have my opinion, point blank.
So what is your?
I told you my opinion.
Okay. Well,
I like the idea of the clock tower.
Good for you.
Guess that one's
Will you be there to cut the ribbon ceremony?
Hey, if I don't have class, I'll be there.
Okay.
Well, if it's too early in the morning, I won't be there. Don't do anything early.
See, I get up when the sun comes up because I'm nosy. I think I'm gonna miss something, so I'll be up anyway.
Not me. So what's up next, guys?
Why'd she turn around like that?
What did you think about Saturday's game?
Actually, I wasn't there. I was protesting.
Oh, you was protesting.
in DC.
What did you think about Saturday's game?
Saturday's game, I was on air for it, and it was after like 20 minutes of seeing that, it got really, really boring.
Because after a while, because see, I was on the sidelines, and unfortunately for Saturday, but I was on the other side. I happened to go on the other side where Central was, and they were actually cheering for us because they were getting beaten so bad.
It got boring after 47-0. That's really boring.
And then I guess the commercial breaks really extended the game as well, because sometimes we're standing on the field looking around
and everything.
Yeah, we appreciate B&T coming out and supporting us like that. That was nice. And
But yeah, after a while, the games got boring. I was glad to see us win 47-0 though, because we kind of beat the largest deficit that we had beat Central before was 68-22. So we kind of eclipsed that with our 47-0 blowout. Happy to see the defense doing big things because they had me scared before that game. So
yeah, the D block, that's what they call themselves.
Really?
Yeah, and there was a lot of excitement on the field. It was different this time because the players were more into the game mentally and emotionally. You know, it was a lot more cheering, a lot more.
I think it had a lot to do with BET being there. You don't want to be embarrassed.
Be like that all the time.
It should be, but it's not always like that. Anybody, it's not always like you'd like for it to be. I'm sure the coach writes it up that way as he sits down and makes up his game plan every week, but you can only give them the game plan. They got to go out and play for themselves, and if they don't come out with that fire every week, then hey.
Another issue was raised about the homecoming. I don't mean to jump back and forth, but where is the band gonna march? You know, has anybody ever thought about that?
I guess the same place they've been marching all year.
They come through the middle.
Down by Carolina Hall.
No, they've been marching.
Practice.
I don't know.
When the band comes back on campus.
When they come back on campus, they come to the front gate.
Yeah.
The front gate.
And then where?
And then they just go
right
to
up the street, and then go to the Fine Arts building. Yeah, that's going to be kind of awkward. I wonder if Mr. Jones has that planned out. Maybe we can get him on the show and talk about that. But right now,
Mr. Jones has everything planned out.
Yeah, he has everything planned out. He was chilling at the game Saturday, but I'm not going to get into that either. But anyway, we'll be right back after this short break. You're watching We've Got Issues, Ram TV.
Feet are very hard to cooperate with.
What? Hey! What? Stay on the shoes. Watch out now, don't get burned by the light. Burned by the light. Don't get burned by the light. Woo!
All right, and welcome back to We've Got Issues. Before we go today, before we close up today's show, I would like to raise an issue myself. Let's talk about personalities and someone's character. Alexis, you feel that some people come off as intimidating to you.
Yeah.
Why is that? Where do you get that? I mean, what's the root of that? Let's dig deeper.
How they communicate with people sometimes is kind of like, whoa, you know, like I'm kind of sensitive, so I like people to be gentle with me, you know. And
she's a teddy bear. She's a baby doll.
Some people aren't gentle.
Oh.
Oh my God.
But no, there's nothing wrong with being sensitive and being gentle. And then some of us have more aggressive attitudes,
yes,
as we all know. And Mr. Croom, you're known for your demeanor, your bluntness, your upfrontness.
Yeah.
And personally, I see nothing wrong with that. But explain what exactly it means when you come across the way you do.
Because kittens don't survive in the media jungle. So And unless you want to act like the big cat, you're going to get drove out real quick. Kittens. So
Kittens.
that's why I have a strong personality.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Kittens? Why can't
Kittens.
America would not be like America if everybody didn't have different personalities. Everybody can't be big cats. If I want to be a kitten, I can be a kitten.
Oh, yeah, you can be a kitten. I'm just saying the reason my demeanor is the way it is because I work around a lot of people that have egos. So if I go in there with the purr and they're roaring, I mean, that's not going to work.
You're going to get bitten.
I got to have the same loud bark that they have. So I've just kind of adapted that to my personality.
You do. You
kind of rub some people a little wrong.
I mean, my thing.
I'm still a nice guy. I'll talk to you. I'm a cordial person. I have a strong personality.
Took my word.
You know?
You stole my word.
What, cordial?
Brutal guy? Son of your close to a kitten. Anyway, so Alexis, what do you think what would you suggest somebody with an aggressive attitude?
Well, when you're working with people, you have to know how to change yourself, towards different people because you're going to work with other people, so you can't be brutal towards everyone.
Okay, and George, any final thoughts on that?
I mean, hey, if they can't handle the environment they're working in, there's plenty of other places that they can go find employment.
Who said I couldn't handle it?
Did I come at you?
It's called human relations.
Hey, I have human relations. Okay. You work, you get your paycheck.
But
hey, that's human relations right there.
Well, we're gonna wrap it up for today. As you can see, we always have issues. If you got an issue, you can contact one of us or contact Ram TV. I'm sure the email address is going to be on the screen sometime soon. You can see one of us walking around campus. I'm Dion Clark, George Croom, Lexus Watts, the kitten, and the big Lion King. We got Simba and the kitten up in the room today. This is Dion. I'm Mufasa.